Hello, my crafty friends. Today we're going to make, I'm going to call it a portfolio. I don't know what else to call it. But it's a place to hold things, but they're not bound in, and it's not just exactly a pocket. So what we're going to use is an envelope, and we're going to open it up so that it will open up like this. Okay? So this gives you a place to put things. And then you can use you can bind it however you want. You can use a piece of Velcro, or I'm gonna, I think, use a cutout right here that this can tuck into. But you can bind it however you want, or you don't even have to bind it if you don't want to. It can just sit there like that. Put a piece of washi tape on it and be happy. I don't know. What I did first was just take an envelope, and you want to do the best you can to open this up without damaging the paper if you can. Some envelopes do easier than others. This one is not being very happy to open up. But it did. It did. It just wasn't really excited about the prospect. Okay, so see, we've got it open like this. Now you can cover the inside with paper and make it pretty if you want to, or you can leave it like this and just decorate the outside. However you want to do it. This one was sent with a card, and I kind of like this as my basis, so I think I'm going to use it instead of this one, but this one would work equally well. This is a little bit stiffer than this one is. This is another one that you know, is made like these. It would work well. I don't think one of these would, I mean, it would work, but it wouldn't work as well, I don't think. Well, let's just open one up and see. It would be a completely different look. It wouldn't look as much portfolio-ish, I don't think. And this one's not going to unglue quite as good for me. But if you could get this one to unglue, it would open like this, which will work. So if that's the kind of envelope you have, you can make this one work. It's cute. It might even be cuter. Just depends on what you want. That actually would be really cute. So you can do it either way. I'm going to use this one, at least this time. Now, the first thing we want to do, I think, is decorate the outside of it once we've got it open. And I'm not going to make one piece of paper cover the whole thing, because I think that'll make it stiffer and harder to fold. You can do it. It would work fine. It just, I kind of want to, I like this. I don't want to lose it. So I'm just going to put stuff, but, you know, on it. I had a bunch of papers that I thought I brought out here with me. Some scraps that I had, I've been culling through. Let me go back in and get those. Be right back. Okay, I've got this box, and this is stuff that had been in my scrap box. And I caught, well, scrap box. I had like 7 or 8 scrap boxes that some of them were just tubs like you wash dishes in, that kind of tubs. Some of them were boxes. Some of them were envelopes. Anyway, I had a bunch of scrappy stuff, and I went through and took it. We may use one of these. We'll see. So I'm gonna tuck those right in there, so maybe they won't fly away. So I was going through and trying to. I have to get rid of some stuff. I can't just keep everything because I like it, and had a bunch of stuff that was like that, things I liked, but anyway, I went through all of my, oh, that would be cute. I have to think about that. I went through those scraps and I was getting rid of some of the stuff. I threw a bunch of stuff away that I thought was, you know, not that great. And then I gave some of it away, and I made myself several boxes. I made a box of small scraps, a box of medium scraps, and a box of large scraps. And then this box is stuff that wasn't really scraps, but it was in with my scraps. Well, some of it's scraps, but it's just a bunch of miscellaneous things. I found some die cuts in there, one of those boxes that somebody had given me, and it had somehow gotten set aside with some other stuff from a project and never did actually get used. So I was excited to find that. Another good reason to go through your scrap boxes. Well, I thought I had 2 or 3 more sheets like this, you know, like this, that they could kind of coordinate and go together, and I would use this. But now I'm not finding the other pieces, and I'm not really in the mood to make this take a long time, so there's also something I could use. That would go okay with these. Okay. So now I got to decide what I'm going to do. I like this too. I thought that might be interesting to do this inside and just cut it and put a piece in each window. You know, a piece over here and a piece over here, and then the biggest portion of it in the middle. But if I do that, it's not really big enough to fill up the middle. Okay, we'll put that aside for now. Another thing I could do is put this in the middle, put this on one side and this on one side, part of it in the middle. I think that would work better inside. I've also got this tree that's cute. And I've got this little fairy that's cute. One thing to remember is that on the outside, I'm going to have smaller things to see. That might be a good place for this. I could put part of it here and part of it there. Of course, it wouldn't go with anything else that I've got out here to play with. I could put her on it. And this. Or I could just put this on it. See, so many choices. Here's some book paper, and then this flower. Now, if I was going to do the Velcro thing, this would work well, because then I could just put Velcro on this wing, and that could be my closure. I could also do it like this and let the butterfly wing be the closure, but you would have to be able to bend this to get it to go underneath that, and that that probably wouldn't work as well as something, you know, a small circle or something like that. Okay. I think I'm going to save that for another project. I had these as my inside pieces that I was going to have in here. I was just going to show you how you can take a page and cut it down and make it into something smaller. So I was going to take each one of these and make them a size where this could just be like a way to, you could put photographs in here. I don't have any photographs I want to put in here, so I'm going to make these into my photographs. So let's go ahead and do that first. And that way I can think about this other, what goes on the outside of the book and how to decorate the book. I might even use some of these papers in the decorating. I don't know. First, let's decide how big we want our papers that are going to be inside. Okay, this is 4.5 wide by 5 3/4 lengths this way. So I'm going to make my pages 5.5 by 4 to go in here. I want them long enough this can hold them in, but I want them, you know, to have some space in there. So 5.5 by 4. Okay, that's what we're going to do. 5.5 by 4. Now this one, it's hard to decide what would be a good spot for this one. I kind of like, I really like this, but it's got this jaggedy edge, and that may actually be good. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I need to do one where I'm actually measure it, and then the rest of them I can just lay on top and measure. Okay. We're going to do 4 inches this way. And then five and a half this way. All right. Okay, so we can put that right in here. And these will hold it in place. So we're going to use this as our template for the other pages, and we may come back and use that to decorate it. I don't know. But see, then I've got this page, and I could focus on this little lizard down here, or I could focus on the mushroom with the ant up there. I think we're going to do this because this would get, I don't know. Yeah, I think I like the mushrooms. I don't want to get the head of the lizard in there though. Well, I shouldn't have gone that far with it, and then I wouldn't have cut that lizard off, and I could have used him for something else. I might still could. Okay. So there's the page. That's cute. I like it. I think it's a good size. And then over here we've got this frog. I could put him like this, and he would fit better. But the other pictures are going like this, so I think we're going to do him right here. We're going to cut off a little bit of him, but that's okay. See, that'd be pretty on something, wouldn't it? So we may end up decorating the whole thing with the scraps from the pages that are inside. I don't see why not. Okay, yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so here's one, a cute little frog. I like that. Now on this one, we've got a poem that would fit, but we've also got this butterfly, and I kind of like the look of the butterfly, or the moth actually, with the leaf at the bottom. It's just one of those things. You just do what you like. Everybody would probably choose a different portion of the picture, but it makes you look at things a different way when you oh, let's go ahead and do this, because that stripe of green would be really pretty somewhere. Okay, so we've got that. We could even doodle down here or something to add to that if we wanted to. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. You want enough of them to fill it up, but you don't want so many that it is too full. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do these other ones. There's just a couple left, and then we will I kind of like this mama spider holding all her babies, but I don't want to cut that one in half. I either want to have it or not have it. This also is really pretty. This, just the plant with it. I can't, it's either going to have the ant in it. Okay, I think I like the, we'll use the we'll use the mama spider for something else. I really like that plant. We don't want to cut the mama spider in half though. This was a really cute little kid's book on insects, but it was really, really, really torn up. See, that's really cute, isn't it? Okay, now this one's the probably the weirdest one of all, and I think I'm going to do it like this. I kind of like the idea of it being off center and having that ant in it also appeals to me. Let's make sure I've got it at the top. Okay. Okay. See? Cute. Okay, so I've got all these images from that children's book that I want to put in here. And I just barely made them small enough to go in there. I really thought I was cutting them quite a bit, you know, where there was quite a bit of room around them, but there's not. Now I'm going to leave this because I think I am going to make it something that could glue down onto a page. If I decided not to glue it down, if I wanted to tuck it in somewhere or something, I could always decorate that later. Okay. I don't really think I want to decorate the inside, but I do want to decorate these flaps and these flaps. And I want them to kind of go together. I don't like that though. How about if we change it a little bit? I don't know. This one might be better. I kind of like leaving that kind of grungy there, but I am going to need to shorten it a little bit. Okay, and this side a little bit too. Uh-oh. There we go. Kind of like that. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, let's do this on this side. That was easy to do that. I like those two together. Okay. And so what are we going to put on here? We could just do something like that and let it be really rough. I kind of like that. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and pause for a second and go get my ink, because I do want to, no, I'll ink it with black. We'll just ink it with black. I tend to want to ink everything with brown, but, oh, actually the brown's up there, so I could do that, but I think I'm going to ink it with black. So you can make this, you know, themed, which is, I guess, kind of what I'm doing. I'm using all the decorations from the same little children's book. But you wouldn't have to make it themed. You could just make it pretty. Okay. I just realized something when I was planning this out. I was thinking about this being inside like this. Well, there's no reason why we can't do that. This is very crooked though. I may have to rethink it and go with this one so I can make it work better. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. We'll just make this the outside instead of the other one. We can do that. Okay, before I ink this one though, I need to adapt the top and bottom edges. Probably an easier way to do this, draw a line and cut it or something, but I kind of like it rough, so I'm going to just go ahead and do it this way. Okay, I want to be able to see that better, so I'm going to tuck that underneath it. Okay. I need to take off a little bit more. Alrighty. We want this tip to be maybe not exactly rounded, but not so sharp. Yep, I like that. All right. Okay. There's that piece. And now then, let's move these out of the way. Okay, I wasn't thinking this one actually goes like that. So let's see what else we can find. I think we may just go back to this one and let it be uneven. That's what I think I'm going to do, because it's okay if it's not perfect. That's why I like the rustic edges on things too, so it's less perfect. So because I can't do anything perfect, it reduces my stress level a lot if it's not supposed to be perfect. I'm sure there are some of you out there who understand that. Okay. Whoops. And now glue. I'm going to start with this one. Okay. Good. Put some glue all over this one too. And then this one. I actually think I'm going to kind of rustic up the edges a little bit more. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, that was very easy. Because I want to keep all of these pictures in here, I'm not going to put anything inside because that would make it thicker. And it's supposed to, you know, I like that. Now some kind of closure right there. I forgot about that, but we need to do that. Okay. Let me get a circle punch. Oh, punches are down here. Okay. I'm going to do 2 because I want it to be thicker. And I think 2 punches will make it sturdier. Okay. And I'm going to stick it right there. And, oh, I need to do it on this one, don't I? I was thinking backwards. See, I was thinking it would be on this one. But no, it needs to be on this one. So does that look silly? I think I'm going to put it right there, and it'll look like we kind of zoomed in right there. Okay, there we go. You can put anything you want inside it. I think photographs would be a cool thing, but I didn't have any I wanted to put in it, so I just did pictures from the book. Sorry about that. I'm going to let that dry. Y'all have a blessed day. Get some envelopes and have some fun. Bye-bye.